With me is Urmas Reinsalu. He is a top Estonian politician, has been the foreign minister of the country twice, and also chairs an important grouping in the Estonian parliament that furthers India-Estonia friendship relationship. So welcome to WION. It's pleasure speaking to you here in Tallinn. My first question to you is about the India-Estonia relationship. Where do you see the relationship going forward?
I think it has been mutually respectful, although we are distant physically, we are having rather differing sizes in all perspectives, but I think we are both freedom-loving people who in global affairs look to the respect of international law, and therefore I do see an enormous space of improvement to our bilateral business, either trade or direct foreign investment relations, and from Estonian side, particularly on digital cyber IT domain.
So essentially, in terms of history, there are a lot of things when it comes to India and Estonia. And after the nuclear test, which was done by the Indian side, Estonian government, the Estonian leadership had traveled to India. If you can narrate that incident for our viewers, because many might not know about how Estonia was one of the first countries to engage with India at a time when India was facing a lot of pressure by the Western world.
Yes, there were, as we remember, a lot of criticism globally, and Estonian former president Lennart Meri in February 1999 was the first high-level official from abroad, from Western community, making a state visit to India. It also found several criticism internationally, but Lennart Meri responded in an interview that for a small country, a nuclear weapon is international law.
So Estonia is known for its cyber security. India is doing a lot when it comes to digital public infrastructure. How do you see the convergences between the two sides?
I think what is very important is that under Prime Minister Modi, also the Indian vast community of people have also made a lot of improvements, like towards having bank accounts people and so on. And I think it's a lot of improvement of quality of life of different Indian regions is indeed a public digital services. And the Estonian companies could be very capable to deliver. Our companies have done it in, for example, in Arabic countries and so on. And it is very important that it makes things easier, it makes things, what is important, also more transparent, and it reduces, if everything, all the documentation and licensing is seen also online, it also makes less corruption.
So Estonia is member of the NATO grouping. The president-elect of the United States, Donald Trump, has his own view about NATO and how the spending should be increased by the NATO member countries. What's your stance on that? How do you see these comments as?
I think US will remain a solid contributor to NATO. But we applaud to the Donald Trump pledge that NATO, other member countries should also pay and invest a fair share to their national defense. Estonia is now per capita a net contributor #2 of the United States to national defense.
So my last question to you is about India's stance on Russia-Ukraine war, which is something that has changed the security scenario in Europe. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi was in Russia. He was in Kyiv as well, and India has channels with both sides. And perhaps, do you see India's role in resolving this war?
I think India, as a global player, bears also responsibility to do what is possible to end the war. And I think the best way to do it is to very clearly to point responsibility towards aggressor state, and not anyhow give to Russia leverage either by finances, by buying the raw materials, or by delivering technological capacities. I think it is a way we will see then, if the dictator feels that cost of aggression will rise too high, will lead us also to the speedier end of this war, which is not a world war, but somehow all the world is affected by that.
Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to WION.
Thank you.
We'll be journalist Neeraj Patel, Siddhansibal for WION in Tallinn, Estonia.